Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the ozone depletion and its effects. By now, we already know what is ozone layer. We have already discussed the same in our last few lectures. We discussed about the ozone, how is ozone formed in the atmosphere naturally, and what is ozone layer. Just to remind you here, let me tell you that this ozone layer is a region in the Earth's stratosphere that contains high concentration of ozone, and this ozone protects the Earth from the harmful ultraviolet radiations. You see here we have troposphere, we have different layers of the atmosphere, troposphere, then stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. So ozone layer is present in the stratosphere. It's like here, and this ozone layer has this ozone, it has the potential to absorb around 97 to 99% of the harmful ultraviolet radiations, that can damage life on earth. Suppose if this ozone layer was not there, if it was absent, so what would have happened is millions of people would develop skin diseases like skin cancer, and may have weakened immune systems. So now what is happening is that this ozone layer is being destroyed, it's being depleted, and we call it as ozone layer depletion. So what is this ozone layer depletion? Ozone depletion is the gradual thinning of Earth's ozone layer, all right, in the atmosphere. And this thinning of Earth's this ozone, it's caused by the release of chemical compounds that contain gaseous chlorine or bromine, that are released from the industries and other human activities. And this ozone layer depletion happens when chlorine and bromine atoms are released into the atmosphere, and when these chlorine and bromine atoms come in contact with ozone, these chlorine and bromine atoms destroy these ozone molecules. One chlorine atom can destroy 100,000 molecules of ozone. So this ozone is destroyed more quickly than it is created. So let's have a look here, how is this ozone being depleted by these chemical compounds. For example, this is freon 12, a chlorofluorocarbon molecule, or CFC molecule. When these CFCs reach stratosphere, what happens is, when ultraviolet radiations, UV radiations, strike these CFC molecules, this ultraviolet radiations, these UV radiations cause chlorine atom to break away from the CFC molecules. You can see here, when UV radiations hits the CFC molecule, a chlorine atom breaks away from the CFC molecule as a free chlorine. So this is the free chlorine atom, and this free chlorine is like, it's reactive, it's unstable. So what will happen is, this free chlorine will then combine, or it will react with the ozone molecule, or O3 molecule. So this is the O3 or ozone molecule. So when this free chlorine reacts with this O3 molecule, what will happen is, chlorine monoxide will be formed, ClO. This is ClO, chlorine monoxide, and oxygen molecule will be formed. This is O2. This is an oxygen molecule. So once this chlorine monoxide is formed, ClO is formed, what happens is, this ClO is again reactive. So free oxygen that's present in the stratosphere, so this free oxygen will hit, or it will react with this chlorine monoxide. So what will happen is, when these two oxygen, it will form oxygen molecule again. So again oxygen molecule will be formed, and this chlorine is released as free chlorine. You can see here, so this is the free chlorine. So again it got released as free chlorine, and this free chlorine atom will continue to destroy another O3 molecules. So as I told you already, that one chlorine atom is enough to break, or enough to destroy thousands of ozone molecules. So this is how ozone depletion happens. So what are the causes of this ozone layer depletion? Like, we have chlorofluorocarbons, as I already told you. So these CFCs are the main cause of ozone layer depletion. These CFCs are released by solvents, spray aerosols, refrigerators, air conditioners, etc. And then we have unregulated rocket launch. When solid fuel rockets are launched, these rockets release chlorine gas directly into the stratosphere. And when these chlorine atoms or when this chlorine gas, it reacts with oxygen, it forms then ozone destroying chlorine oxides. All right. Research say that the unregulated launching of the rockets result in more depletion of ozone layer than the chlorofluorocarbons. If this is not controlled, if this is not regulated properly, so what will happen is this may result in a huge loss of ozone layer by the year 2005. And these another ozone depleting substances, you know are nitrogenous compounds. For example, nitrous oxide, N2O, we call it as a laughing, we call it colloquially, it's called as laughing gas. So these nitrogen oxides, they are the greenhouse gases. Like this nitrous oxide is a greenhouse gas. Apart from being greenhouse gas, this nitrous oxide is also responsible for the depletion of the ozone layer. So it is produced from the fertilizers. Apart from that, this nitrous oxides, they are emitted from livestock manure, sewage treatment, combustion of fuels, and other industrial processes. Dentists also make use of nitrous oxide as a sedative. In nature, bacteria in soil and oceans break down nitrogen containing compounds and release nitrous oxide into the atmosphere. However, about one third of global nitrous oxide emissions come from human activities. So this nitrous oxide, like chlorofluorocarbons, is stable when it is emitted at ground level. So if it is present in the ground level, it is stable, but it breaks down when these nitrous oxides, when they reach the stratosphere, they break down and form another gases like nitrogen oxides that later on trigger ozone destroying reactions. So these substances that are responsible for the depletion of ozone layer are called as ozone depleting substances, or we call them as ODS. So what are the effects of ozone layer depletion? Like what will happen is, first of all, effects on human health. The humans will be directly exposed to the harmful ultraviolet radiations, as you already know. Uh, so this may result in serious health issues among humans, such as skin diseases like skin cancer, skin burns, sunburns, cataract, quick aging, and weakened immune systems. It also has got effect on, it will have effect on animals as well. So direct exposure to ultraviolet radiations leads to skin and eye cancer in animals also. Then it has got effects on the environment as well. So the strong ultraviolet radiations may lead to minimal growth, flowering, and photosynthesis in plants. The forests also have to bear the harmful effects of the ultraviolet rays. This ozone layer depletion also affects marine life. Planktons are greatly affected by the exposure to harmful ultraviolet radiations. These are higher in the aquatic food chain. If the planktons are destroyed, the organisms present in the lower food chain are also affected. All right. So this is how the ozone layer depletion affects humans, animals, environment, and marine life. This is all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.